our modern age, advertisements are more inescapable than ever. Pretty much anywhere you look, you will find advertisements for a very wide range of products. But how do these advertisements actually persuade you to buy the products they're advertising? In this presentation, we will look at some of the various techniques and methods that different companies and corporations use in their advertisements to convince people to buy their products. When looking at the three main techniques used in persuasive advertisements, you're likely to come across the rhetorical triangle. And this triangle encompasses the three main approaches to persuasive writing, basically. These three principles were introduced many years ago by the Greek philosopher Aristotle. These three principles are ethos, logos, and pathos. And ethos is the basically appeal to the emotions of the audience, and that means connecting with the audience in a way that stirs up some kind of emotion in them and makes them, in the case of advertisements, more likely to purchase a product because of the emotional attachment they have to it. Logos is the appeal to logic, and that is oftentimes the use of statistics or data or charts or things like that, or appealing to a logical line of thinking and trying to persuade someone to purchase something in an advertisement. And the last one is pathos, and this is establishing yourself as a speaker, as a credible source, or someone that can be trusted so that the audience listening to what you have to say in an advertisement believes what you're saying and trusts you as a source that they could buy from, pretty much. In this presentation, we'll take a look at two real-world advertisements that use some or all of the persuasive techniques found in the rhetorical triangle. The first one we're going to be looking at is a print ad for Volkswagen. And right off the bat, the fact that this is a Volkswagen advertisement lends itself to the ethos of the advertisement. Volkswagen is a very well-known brand that has been around for a long time, so the fact that they are involved in this advertisement causes the viewer to feel more trustworthy of the information being shown in the advertisement. Now, if you look at the image itself, you'll see a porcupine next to a couple of goldfish in plastic bags. And it's not very difficult to imagine what would happen if the porcupine gets too close to these bags, which lends itself to the pathos. If someone thinks about how these fish could end up being hurt, they automatically are a little more concerned about what's going on in this, and they're more emotionally attached to what's happening in the advertisement. From a logical perspective, if you apply this analogy to the real world, it's easy to imagine the fish being either pedestrians or other vehicles. And this lends itself well when considering that this is an advertisement for Volkswagen's parking assist technology. So all three persuasive techniques are used in this particular advertisement. And to good effect, it's a pretty effective analogy for a real-world scenario. The next advertisement we're going to look at is a commercial, a TV commercial for a dog food company. I'm going to just let the video play and you can watch it, and then we will discuss more in detail about the different techniques used in it to persuade the viewer.
Hi, I'm Joey Herrick. 30 years ago, I created a new, healthier kind of pet food because I didn't trust what was available. And you know what? It became a best-selling brand that people trusted. Now, I've created a superfood for My Rescue Lucy. It has a prebiotic fiber blend to help sensitive stomachs, ingredients to support joints, coat, heart, even good poops. And I put 42 essential nutrients in every single bite. It's made with science and a whole lot of love for My Rescue Lucy.
So in the commercial you just watched, the speaker quickly establishes himself as a credible speaker, someone you can trust what they're saying. He says that for 30 years he's been making this dog food that is trusted by other pet owners, which kind of tells the viewer that, hey, other people trust this, you can trust this too. And it lends to the ethos or the credibility of the speaker. And he also talks about how it's been very successful, which can also lend to the persuasiveness of the advertisement. From a logical perspective, he talks about the different ingredients in the dog food itself and the different effects it can have, such as healthier coat and healthier bowel movements and such like that. And then the last section of the advertisement, he talks about how he made this new kind of food specifically for his rescue dog, Lucy. And pet owners especially can easily sympathize with other pet owners caring about their pets, because most people are very attached to their animals and wanting to take care of them and their health by buying them a trusted pet food like this is easily understandable for a viewer and the intended audience here, which is other pet owners. So this is a pretty effective ad as it uses all three types of persuasive arguments, and it combines them in an effective way that flows well too. So hopefully now that we've gone a little more in depth with the three main persuasive techniques found in the rhetorical triangle, you'll be able to understand what each of them is a little better, and the next time you see an advertisement, you'll be able to tell which technique or techniques are being used to persuade you to buy whatever product is being advertised. And hopefully you'll also be able to tell a good advertisement that is actually persuasive from a bad one that does not appeal to the viewer in a way that persuades them to buy the product. And I hope that this was a helpful presentation, and thank you for watching.